Welcome. My name is Macrina Lelei. I'm the Associate Director for the Center for African Studies. Welcome to Uganda. We are here, students and faculty from the University of Pittsburgh, to learn and to explore and to give an opportunity, especially to our students, to do their research, their field internship, and to really put practice into what they learn. So we are really excited. I particularly am very excited to be here representing African Studies, because our objective or our goal is to really encourage our students to learn, to see other parts of the world, to be able to understand and really put into practice what they learn. So I'm really excited that we have this opportunity. And we are very excited because Dr. Picard has been organizing this program for us for a long time, and we would like to continue working with Bright Kids Uganda, coordinated by Victoria Nalongo, who has really been a pillar for our students. So many students have passed through her hands, and more will be coming. This time around, these students who are here are going to do a lot of different things. Some are going to be working with the Bright Kids Uganda. Some are going to be working with kids in Noah's Ark. Some are going to be working in the northern part of Uganda, Gulu. And some are traveling with me actually to Kenya. So we are really happy, and we wish our students well. We also have a group of faculty from the School of Social Work. They have been here exploring also opportunities for their students. They would like to start field experience for students from the School of Social Work. So they are also here, and they'll also be traveling to Kenya to look at other sites, to look at other universities, and then we can have options and opportunities for more students to travel to Africa. So thank you very much, and our students, we applaud you for this extraordinary opportunity that you've taken advantage of.
My name is Abraham. Some people call me Abra here at the Bright Kids compound. I am the grandson to Victoria, who is the director here at Bright Kids Uganda. She's my jaja, my grandmother, and I've been assisting them with the interns when they come around, to show them around the Bright Kids compound and help them with Uganda fixing their internet, taking them around, having them visit a few sites in Kampala, showing them shops where they can get their stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, meaning
Habari. So these are things you'll hear a lot. I know that Uganda is not Swahili speaking as such, but I think it's being promoted because of the East African community, which I'll talk very briefly about after the Swahili lesson.
As far down as Zambia, once you get into Zambia, you're called Central Africa and Southern Africa, Central and Southern Africa. So it's a different region, but in many ways there's a culture, but I think the Swahili language is a common growing culture in terms of linguistics.
Yes, that's what I wanted to get to. So East Africa shares a lot of commonalities, and one of the common things that we share is the language. Swahili is very common in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, spoken also in Burundi, Rwanda, and the Congo. So that really kind of unites us culturally. So when we talk of the cultures of Africa, we are thinking of languages, we are thinking of religious practices, we are thinking of health, medicine, how do we practice these things?
So I'm going to ask you to flip over to the next map. And this is what I call the two nations I do. These are two people who historically spoke different languages, had different cultures, had different value systems.
My name is Reagan Goronsky, and I'm a second-year student at the Graduate School of Public and International Affairs at the University of Pittsburgh. I'm here in Entebbe, Uganda, working with Bright Kids Uganda and Noah's Ark, hoping to create a profile and a report for the organization, hoping to make it as best as it can be. So far, my time in Uganda has been spent visiting special needs schools, and I've met a lot of children at Shore Prospects, at Noah's Ark, and it's been a really valuable experience seeing how special needs children are treated here in Uganda. My hope is to work as closely as possible with the people who run the organizations and provide them with any assistance that they need. At the end of my time in Uganda, I really hope to have learned about the way that people are treated and the differences between here and America, where I'm from, and what I can learn here and bring back there, and what I've learned there and what I can bring here.
Go ahead. Wait. Yeah.
Jakalaga mama. Kakano jakalaga mama. Go Noli.
Yeah. I love them all so much.
Change the policies so that you have the financial support and the laws and the people and the resources, so it's not just one time that people come out, but that we have something sustainable and reciprocal, right? We help you, we learn from you, we figure out what you're doing well, and we bring our talents.
That we can learn from and strengthen is something that I'm trying to bring back with me in research. And you know, the joyous attitude that is very present here, I think is something we can all learn from.
Some true examples of poverty. What it causes to families, and maybe the results of it, how it ends into abandonment. Let me start with this girl. I joined, after retrenchment, I went and studied journalism. Then I started working with a new vision. Now, why I was pushed into the children's section, I used to go to hospital, then even the offices, you know, with the newspapers, and we have a TV, we have a newspaper, we have a radio, we have so many TVs, we have about 6 TVs. So it's called a vision group. Mm-hmm. But you would see those needy mothers, needy families, they would come along to be put on TVs or to be put in the paper to ask for assistance from Good Samaritans. But you would find very few people would take interest in that.
My name is Rachel Mulholland, and I am a social work student in the master's program at the University of Pittsburgh. And I'm here doing a research project about intergenerational relationships. And I'm hoping to see the differences in cultural perspectives between our culture and the Ugandan culture in intergenerational perspectives, as well as social work perspectives and social work needs in this area and in Africa I hope to learn as much as I can from the people and the environment, as well as learn more to be a better social worker, just to meet the basic needs of people, because every person has basic needs, no matter where they are in the world. So you can always improve yourself. So that's what I hope to get out of it.
He says this being a slum area, find themselves pregnant, and because of our laws, which are strict on abortions, they carry on the kids until they deliver them. But once the kids are born, they have nothing to do with them. Some will just have them by the door, others will bring the kids to them, to the office official, and say, here we are, we have these kids, we can't manage them. And what they have been doing is once they get those kids, they try to look around for help, including families. Is one of those ladies whom we had identified with the 5 children, and the father of the children doesn't even want to be associated with her and left her because of her disability. Yeah. So she's selling water. This is rain. So she charges slightly more for people to come and get the tap water. But then from the rainwater she can let share.
So I'm Corey Winning. I'm a master's student at the University of Pittsburgh for International Development and Governance. I will be interning for ASA Social Fund in Eldoret, Kenya, and then Gulu, Uganda. My work in Eldoret will mostly consist of statistical work for the students in the training center regarding their distance traveled, expenses, income before and after, costs incurred by the fund, costs incurred by the training center, putting all that together and making sense of whether it's financially feasible or not to continue, as it is a new pilot project. And then in Gulu, I'll be working with a little different group of people. In Kenya, it's mostly polio and stuff like that. Gulu will be mostly war victims with the similar goal, but that is already established with several microloan recipients. And throughout this time, we'll also be doing some cultural immersion, working on Swahili language and anything else that could be beneficial for my African career. I think the biggest thing I'm looking to get out of this is really the African experience. I mean, my focus may be more on government and economics and politics, but you can't beat experience on the ground. And so while I may not be going in the NGO route as a career path, it's impossible to beat, coming here and working with special needs and disabilities and all that, which are endemic problems of this continent especially. And that'll help me grow my my worldview and African view, so that when I approach African views, maybe from a government perspective or an economic perspective, I have a fundamental understanding of what's going on at the root cause.
Our first guest is Jane Nanzabuga. Jane is a businesswoman. She runs a restaurant in I think, catering service up in the village, right near the road. And we're going to visit her later on. And Jane and several of her children were challenged by HIV/AIDS some years ago. And she's been involved with this program. I think she was one of the first group to get involved in what's the Entebbe microloan group. There's a total of 6 groups. There are 1 in Entebbe, 2 in Uganda, and then 3 up in Gulu, up in the north.
Okay, she thanks God, and she continues to thank Victorian NRC for having introduced her to the microloans group. In that back then she was living a bad and unsettled life. In that she could not afford her needs nor support the children at home. When she invested into the business, got profit from the business. So, and that made her able to pay back the loan payments. So she was committed to pay back the loan interest. So she went on advancing.
I'd like to introduce Ronald Mujuzi, right here. Ronald is a former BKU alumni, I guess we can say. He is has a certificate in veterinary science, and he farms with his family together, with his mother, not far from here. We're visiting that farm. He also has been a microloan recipient business.
For the first loan, we used it in stocking feeds, for the animals. And then the second loan, we used again to stock and then to innovate.
They expanded. These cows were just out. They built all of this. They have built all over there. They have pigs. They have moved on to get rabbits. They have hens, they have goats in this smaller place. But the advantage is, before we give money to anybody at Bright Kids Uganda, we train them.
Hi, my name's Maddie. I've been in 4-H all my life, so getting to see this beautiful farm here in Uganda has been really cool, kind of like a taste of home. 4-H has led me to further, I guess, stimulate my desire to travel abroad and see other parts of the world. My first trip out of the US was actually through 4-H to China, so very fortunate to have stimulated that interest and to be here in this moment now seeing Uganda.
Thank you for coming. And you leave your homes very far away to come here because of us. We appreciate it.
We're currently in a restaurant from one of the microloan recipients here off of Entebbe, and we're going around and seeing some of the sites and locations where the microloans have been impacting. And this place is a prime example. It's multiple different incomes coming together, but we have a lady who's able to make business here in this little area, and it's great to see it all.
My name's Maddie LaPole. I'm about to be a second-year master's student in Public and International Affairs at the University of Pittsburgh, studying human security specifically. That's a lot of my motivation for why I'm here, is to understand different threats to human security of people in Uganda and Kenya, but particularly the children of both of these countries. My personal background is very much, I grew up in sports, particularly soccer or football. And so while I'm here, I plan to kind of do some traveling between Kenya, the island that the Bright Kids are on, just to better understand how children's needs can be met and youth and community development can be encouraged through sports via football. So yeah, I'll be here for the next about 6 weeks or so.
We just had a lovely boat ride, and now we are on the island and we're meeting all the children and seeing their educational facilities and their dormitories, and we're very excited to see where they're living and learning and enjoying life.
Here at BKU on the island in Lake Victoria. About to hear a little African drumming performance by the students.
We are very happy to receive you.
I'm so excited to be here on this island where the Bright Kids Uganda is located. Victoria has done so much, and I really applaud her for the work that she's doing. Thank you for inviting us. We are happy to be here.
My name is Lydia Aragai. I'm from the University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida. I was connected with the University of Pittsburgh and was able to talk to Dr. Picard about what I'd be doing here. I am a Master's of Public Health student, and my interests mainly are around maternal and child health populations. So that's why I'm interning at Bright Kids Uganda. During my time here, I'll be doing different needs assessment with Noah's Ark, the kids that are living on the island, as well as the surrounding community, and then also at different medical facilities here in Enta.
I am Silva Francis Owenyu. I was the first person from my village, Soroti, in Okuchete, to visit and study at the University of Pittsburgh. I was in the Vision Studies program. I'm the founder and director of Silva Memorial Inclusive Learning Center. The acronym is SMILE. So in future, I would like you to come and we smile at SMILE, taking education to the blind. Thank you.
I'm a professional nurse. I started from the smallest paper. That is what Silva always thinks for me. So I worked in a rural setting, a rural health center.
I'm called Buembo Yuksofat, serving the disability movement in Uganda since 1990. As of now, I'm the chairperson who is in charge of all persons with physical disability in Uganda.
I just want to appreciate Pittsburgh University for the very successful 12 years of partnership, sharing interns and experiences both here in Uganda with the Bright Kids Uganda, as well as giving me the opportunity to speak to different classes of international development, African Studies Department. We appreciate you all. and we look forward to another very, very successful 10 years ahead without any disturbances like the disruptions we have had of 2 years of COVID. Once again, welcome everybody, welcome Pittsburgh University, welcome African Studies Department. We love you all and see you at Bright Kids Uganda.